Today's video from Sam4S Help, we're taking a look at receipt printing problems on the ER-260BEJ register. In particular, we're looking at the problem of a till roll printing but printing blank. So if we're in the reg mode, processing a sales transaction, we get the receipt print out, so the receipt's on, it's feeding correctly because we're getting it print out properly, but the receipt is totally blank. In my experience, there's 2 or 3 main causes of this. The first one, which is what's happening on this machine, is less common now, but basically all the modern cash registers, or the vast majority of them, including the 260, have a thermal printhead in them, so they need thermal till roll paper. So I've loaded old-fashioned till roll paper, which is basically just standard grade A till roll paper that is non-thermal. The confusion comes is that the printers are all the same size, or the vast majority of them are all 58mm on traditional cash registers. So if you had an old till and then replaced it with a thermal printing cash register, it's easy to mistake the old school paper for thermal paper, because it will fit in the machine and it will feed through it, so it's not obvious that you've done anything wrong. There's a couple of key differences to check you've got thermal or old school paper. I mean, the most obvious one is that the print's not working, but there are, before you put it in, there's a couple of key differences. So this is a thermal till roll. This isn't going to come across well in the video, but the thermal till roll is a lot heavier because it's been treated and has a top coated thermal side. It's a lot heavier than the old school paper one. The other difference is the kind of the look and the feel. So the thermal roll should be shinier and brighter, and the old school paper roll's a bit duller. And then on the thermal paper, you should be able to make a mark with your thumbnail, like that sort of thing, that wouldn't come across on the old school paper. And then the other side of the thermal paper will be a bit duller. The second problem I've had is people loading the correct paper the wrong way round. So this is a thermal till roll, which I'll prove shortly. I won't put the receipt cover back on just yet. So I've got that till roll in. It's the correct till roll. I now process a sales transaction. I'm getting the receipt paper feed through again, but again it's totally blank. That's because the paper's been loaded the wrong way round. So as I mentioned earlier, there's 2 different sides to the thermal paper. There's a heat sensitive thermal side. That side has to react with the thermal printhead, and the other side is dull and doesn't react. So you have to load it, and this applies actually to all thermal printing cash registers. You just drop the paper in like that, so the paper is feeding up from the bottom of the roll and the thermal side is facing down. Close the planning arm over, press clear to get rid of the error, and then we'll just feed the paper back through the receipt slot here. Ooh. This should be the easiest bit. So we'll just pop the printer cover back on, tear the paper off, and then when you process your sale, everything's perfect. Okay, I hope that video has been helpful. I've got plenty more videos showing you how to get the best out of the ER-260BEJ, which you're welcome to check out. You can also subscribe to this YouTube channel or visit sam4shelp.co.uk for more. Thanks for watching.